Looking back on it now, I could see it as a type of slave labour. But the mission was supplying cheap labour for the stations round about, housemaids. Lots of the girls came back pregnant and lived with their mothers on the reserve until they ended up living with one of the men on the reserve. A lot of them came back with half-caste children, It was pretty bad.
By 1930, over a third of Aboriginal children had been sent into apprenticeship. Many ran away. Some were caught, but others made it home. The Protection Board, seeing that they couldn't keep the children away from the reserves as planned, issued orders to managers to set up marriages. The girls' training might have a civilising effect on the men.
On our reserve, the Allegundy Island, the manager's wife, she arranged marriages for these girls that came from Sydney back up there because they'd been down here and served there 5 years. And anyway, she arranged the marriages and they all got married. She introduced them to each other, and I don't know what she said, but anyway, they ended up at the altar. When I went home to her, she tried the same thing on me. She got in touch with him and we had to meet down, somewhere. And anyway, I saw him and honestly, I didn't have any feelings. He may have. But, and I said to him, I'm sorry. I said, but I just want to be single a little bit longer.
The Protection Board still wanted to close down the reserves and refused to spend any more money on their upkeep. In the early 1930s, sickness spread through many reserves. Again, young Aborigines were forced away from their homes